We're live. This is Rich Lieberman on a Friday, the Bay Area Media Pulse. And I have to inform you that through the proverbial grapevine, I am told that veteran KCBS political editor Doug Sovern is retiring, calling it quits, getting the heck out of what used to be one of the preeminent Bay Area radio stations, KCBS. He is retiring. And the man has had quite a legit career. Really, really solid reporter, did a few shows, was one of the KCBS alums who, when he spoke, most of the time it mattered. And politics is his game. He's a big political guy, has covered numerous elections, has done analysis, lots of talks and discussions and interviews with regards to local politics, national politics, and the like. He is calling it quits at KCBS, I'm told. And look, this is one of the big stories, in addition to Sovern seeing the handwriting on the wall and deciding to exit the facilities when there's a little teensy wincy air of credibility there. Well, not really. But here's a significant thing, folks. There's going to be a party, I'm told, a retirement party. Guess who's not invited to the party? None other than Jenny Seelig herself. Who is Jenny Seelig, you might ask? Well, most of you know who she is. Some of you do not. She, Miss Jenny Seelig, is the Vice President News Director, Program Director at KCBS, at least in theory, on paper. And guess what? Been there a long time. Is not invited to Doug Sovern's bye-bye party. Folks, this is not an accident. This is not a coincidence. This is proof positive of what the so-called, forget so-called, let me rephrase that. This is what the establishment, the legit KCBS alum thinks of Jenny Seelig, which is nothing. Otherwise, she would have been invited to the party. And maybe by this leaking, she'll somehow get some kind of a retrieve and will subsequently be invited to Doug Sovern's retirement party. Who knows? At this point, I don't care. I just know officially Jenny Seelig is not on the guest list. A whole bunch of people, over 200 people, are. And it's no coincidence, ladies and gentlemen, that Seelig was not invited to the party because she's not considered serious. She's not considered legit. And Doug Sovern, mind you, is not your just everyday reporter, anchor. He's political editor. He has mucho gravitas and legitness at KCBS. So for him to not invite Seelig is big news internally and otherwise. The industry will know. People who work at KCBS and those who don't work, and there's a long list of people who retired, who left because they couldn't stand it, who were offered big-time buyouts by the company and said, "C'est la vie, I'm out of here." Jenny Seelig is not invited to Doug Sovern's retirement party. And people will sit down or stand up or have a glass of wine and ponder just why Jenny Seelig was not invited to the party. And they'll get it. They'll understand. Some of you won't. Just suffice to say, there's a lot of reasons why Jenny Seelig was not invited to the party. Use your wonderful imagination and you'll discover why. Real quickly, I want to thank Doug Sovern. Good worker, very solid. Every now and then I had my issues with Dougster, but for the most part, a real solid reporter, man who knew contacts, a man who knew politics, and was one of the few reasons to listen to KCBS, even in these last few years where the station has become an albatross. Doug Sovern, your tenure at the all news station when it was real legit will be marked by your efficiency, by the fact that you knew your craft, that you took the job seriously, and that you were able to work in the last few years with somebody who clearly does not know what the hell to do. You still were able to get out your stories. You were still able to provide information, entertainment, and all about and all around professionalism. So good luck in your retirement years. Thanks for doing what you did. And we all will see you later, alligator. Hey, like my show on YouTube, become a paid subscriber for $15 and enjoy the rest of your weekend.